I'm Mr. Ahaus, principal here at Franklin High School. I'm joined by Bill Doty, our athletic director, as we take a look back at our winter seasons. And before we look ahead to the spring, we want to look back at some of our winter accomplishments, both in the classroom, extracurricular, and athletic. It's been a challenging winter in a lot of ways, but as you'll find out, it's been a successful one as well. And so we want to take a moment to recognize those groups and individuals who have worked hard, overcome some challenges, and had a really successful winter as we get ready to look forward to spring. And with that, I'll start on the non-athletic side before turning it over to Mr. Doty, who will cover our athletic side. So I'll start with our band. Our high school jazz ensemble received a gold rating in ISSMA Virtual Jazz Festival. This is the 13th gold rating for the group. Soloists this year in the jazz ensemble were Liam Clark, tenor saxophone, and Derek Muth on trumpet. So congratulations to them. The group also will receive their 10th Indiana State Music Association Award for All Music. This goes for marching band, concert band, jazz band, and solo ensemble. They qualified for all of those areas, and so congratulations to the entire group on that award. On the solo ensemble, gold ratings with distinction at the state level. We had Zoe Catlin, Liam Clark, Gavin Fisk, Andy Haddock, and Morgan Harvey. Congratulations to them. Also receiving gold rating at the state level, Riley Burke, Zoe Catlin, Liam Clark, Luke Fisher, Milena Fisk, Reese Fritz, Sean Greider, Andy Haddock, Morgan Harvey, Emily Jackson, Olivia Keitlinger, Zane Kahn, Gavin McKay, Michael Modlin, Derek Muth, Nolan Shepard, Kylie Stahl, and Samantha Thurman. Gold ratings also for Dominic Armstrong, Ethan Bergman, Will Campbell, Dylan Clark, Bailey Hill, Madeline Kepi, and Maddie Stillebauer. And silver ratings for Michael Clark, Jennifer McCulpin, and Gabe Swigert. So congratulations all them on their solo and ensemble, and I know normally that's done in a different setting. A lot of stuff virtual this year, but congratulations all of them for their recognition. Congratulations individually to Luke Foraker, who was selected for this year's Indiana Band Association All-State Honor Band. This year's ensemble was selected from virtual auditions from students across Indiana. Luke will rehearse virtually with other groups in the honor group, and we congratulate him on this special accomplishment. So congratulations, Luke, on that accomplishment. Finally, in for band, we have Students of the Month. So each month the group honors two to three individuals, and so we'll recognize them for December, Will Cantwell in winds, and Noah Finney in percussion. For January, Samantha Thurman in winds, Bella Street in percussion, and Emma Maxey in guard. February, Emily Jackson winds and Dominic Armstrong in percussion. And for March, Morgan Harvey in winds, Zayden Hoffman in percussion, and Jacob Wilson in guard. So congratulations to all of our band members in guard and percussion. I know they're still in some competition getting ready for some spring stuff, but congratulations on a great winter. It's not been easy for marching band, concert band, guard, percussion, all of that stuff this year as they've tried to balance out our health restrictions and still be able to compete and perform. So we're proud of all of them, and directors as well, leaders for all that they've done. Moving on to choir, congratulations to our choir. They've completed their competitive season. It's been challenging for them as well. We did have honors choir members that were selected. Congratulations to those. We had 27 singers, 8 soprano, 8 alto, and 6 tenor, and 5 bass. Congratulations to the following singers. In sopranos, Kate Dowdy, Kaylin Dickey, Ruth Foraker, Michelle Gaines, Lauren Holcroft, Addie Marshall, Elena McCrary, Gracie Morris, and Lizzie Sacone. In alto, Jolie Angelau, Caitlin Hale, Violet Key, Gabby Sherry, Kinley Shoemaker, Hannah Spock, and Leighton Tinberg. In tenor, Brandon Beeman, Joey Persinger, and Miles Schabel. And in bass, Gavin Litchfield, Jonathan Gavin Miller, and Ryan Racino. The All-State Choir performance will be held Saturday, June 4th at the Palladium in Carmel. So congratulations to all of them for making the honors choir. They also have solo and ensemble performances, and so we want to recognize those. So gold with distinction. The all-girls group, Signature Sound, performed 2 separate ensembles and each received a gold rating. Individually, Kaylin Dickey, Jolie Inglau, Gavin Litchfield, Kate Dowdy, Isabella Feary, Brianna Gray, Danielle Hensley, Hannah Spock, and Shelby Gill. Receiving a gold, the Inglau Large Vocal Ensemble, the Thompson Trio, Jonathan Miller, Caitlin Hale, and Cole Firebend received golds. Silver ratings, the McCrary Large Vocal Ensemble, Violet Key, Ryan Racino, and Peyton Ward received silver, and then Cody York receiving a bronze. So congratulations to all of our choirs. Again, trying to get through the season, through the fall and through the winter. We've had some challenges, but I applaud them for continuing to fight through that, keeping those safety restrictions in place and getting a competitive season in, and for all those solo, ensemble, and all-state honors. So congratulations to them and their directors. I'll move on to BPA, a group in our building that's been very successful over the years. They get out and compete, spend the time to prepare in a lot of different areas, and then go off to regional competition and sometimes advance people on to the national level. So, and this year was the same. So I want to recognize some of those groups. And financial analyst team of Lauren Sandrock, Megan Thompson, and Carly Woodward finished second and advanced to nationals. Individually, the presentation management, Belma Duheric, finished third and will also be moving on to nationals. And then we had several groups that came close and then also medaled in those competitions. So the network design team of Damon Dickey, Belma Duheric, Kendall Myrise, and Emma Beatrice finished fourth. Small business management team of Corin Daymeyer, Allison Lacey, and Margaret Woods finished sixth. The prepared speech individual, Danielle Hensley, finished seventh. The broadcast news production team of Marissa Hoban, Lauren Holcroft, and Danielle Hensley finished eighth. And contemporaneous speech individual, Morgan Harvey, finished eighth. And then also competing the global marketing team of Abigail Baldwin, Carly Hargis, Haley Doddridge, and Madison Quiggins. So congratulations to all of them. Good luck to those moving on to nationals. And we're proud of that group who always puts the time in, works hard, and we typically always send someone off to nationals, so we want to wish them well. Central 9 students, very proud of our Central 9 students. Like all of us, they've had hybrid schedules and different things going on in some of their programs where they're hands-on or internship-based. That's been a challenge to them, but we continue to send more and more students over to C9. There's outstanding programs over there. We want to encourage those students to get over there, and I can say on a personal level, I go to meetings over there, and our principals, especially the C9 people, compliment what our Franklin students do. We have a lot of success of students going over there and finishing those programs and doing a great job representing our school well. And so it's not a surprise to see a lot of our students every month getting Students of the Month. So I do want to recognize them for this winter season. In criminal justice, Quentin Rodriguez. In health services, too, Delaney Johnston. In welding technology, Peyton Tharp. They were named Students of the Month for December. For January, Michaela Oliver in culinary arts and Noemi Villarreal in cosmetology. For February, Jada White in health sciences too. And in March, we had Alexandra Duff in culinary arts, Olivia Doobie in health services 1, Colton Leeper in HVAC, Kyla Rather in culinary arts, Nathan Roll in auto services tech, and Shelby Featherston in project lead the way biomed. So I want to thank all those students for representing us well when they go over to C9, and congratulations on what they're doing in their programs. And so many of those programs lead to great things once they get out of high school and lead into jobs and opportunities. So we're really proud of all of our kids go over to C9 and do a great job. I want to finish up with just a few things here. One of our building awards that we hold dear is our SAGE Award, which goes out to our seniors who are nominated by teachers in the building, and then a process that we go through and then select each month from those nominations, 2 individuals for each month. And for December, those 2 individuals were Brody Reinhold and Ellie Bevins. For January, it was Robbie Knight and Belma Duheric. For February is Ella Freiberger and Kylie Stahl. And for March, Nicholas Woods and Hannah Nix. So we still have a few more that we will announce before the end of the year, and then we'll also have an event at the end to recognize all of our SAGE Award winners in May and then before graduation there. So congratulations to all of them, and thanks for being good role models around the building. And I want to finish up with 2 individual announcements. With the information's out there, but I want to especially recognize two ladies in our building, 2 young ladies in our building. One would be Lilly and Lacey, who received the Lilly Scholarship, and all that goes into that with community service and hard work and achievement and everything in the classroom and outside of the classroom. That's a wonderful opportunity for her, and we're proud of her. And then in the National Merit Recognition, Sydney Clements, who is a finalist in that. We still haven't heard exactly what scholarship comes along with that, but it'll be a significant one, and that's a product, again, of her accomplishment inside and outside of the classroom and her character and leadership and service. So I want to thank the 2 of them for how they represent us around the building and congratulate them on such prestigious scholarships there. So with that, want to turn things over to Mr. Doty, who's going to go through the athletic seasons, very successful winner, and I'll let him elaborate on that.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ahaus. As you said, very successful winter season, a lot of team and individual success. But before I get into those accomplishments, I'd like to say thank you and recognize a few individuals. First, our head coaches, Coach Tante, Coach Dickey, Coach Sable, and Coach DeWitt, and their staff, all of their assistant coaches and volunteer coaches, for their diligence in adhering to all the pandemic guidelines and their determination to see that this winter season happened for the kids. They did a great job, managing through everything, and just kudos to them for seeing that our kids were able to compete. Another group that I'd like to say thank you to is the FCTV, the media group, Mr. Hankins, personally, and those kids that were able to come and dedicate their time to putting our games, some of our contests, our swim meets, some basketball, baseball, or girls basketball games, boys games, wrestling meets on live stream. So that our parents and grandparents who were not able to come in person were still able to watch their kids and their loved ones compete. So special thank you to them for dedicating their time to this winter season and making that happen. So thank you to them. So let's get into the recognition of our teams and from a team standpoint and individuals. First, let's go to wrestling. Wrestling, they were, as a team, conference, county, and sectional runner-up. They were also placed 3rd at the team state duels that we hosted here at Franklin in early January. They had multiple regional, semi-state, and state qualifiers. These wrestlers, these following wrestlers are named all conference, all county, and either sectional champions or sectional runner-ups. Jacob Johnson, Harris Eason, Jalen Ward, Jake Beckert, Caleb Wiss, Nolan Skaggs, and Tyler Fuquay. Would also like to recognize Tyler Fuquay as a 4-time sectional champion. He's just one of 4 Grizzly Cub wrestlers of all time here at the high school to achieve that milestone. So congratulations to Tyler and the rest of those guys. Those that I listed there, the state qualifiers were Harris Eason, Jake Beckert, Tyler Fuquay, Nolan Skaggs, and Jacob Johnson. Sending 5 to the state meet is quite a feat for our team. With when you understand how many wrestlers are across the state, to get 5 there is fantastic. Something to be proud of. These the following 2 gentlemen were mid-state scholar athletes, Harris Eason and Jake Beckert. That requires a 3.5 GPA or above of a senior athlete from the Mid-State Conference. And also Jake Beckert was named Academic All-State for wrestling. So kudos to those guys. Great effort in this season. Moving on to swimming and diving, another banner year for the boys and girls teams, swimming and diving teams. Girls placed 5th at the state. Boys finished 4th at the state meet. Both teams were conference champions, county and sectional champions, had multiple state qualifiers, and a lot of good things happening there. Just first for the girls, these were Mid-State Scholar athletes, Cabria Chapman, Alexis Ferguson, Grace Fisher, Lily Lacey, Gracie Payne, Emma Petrus, and Samantha Pinnock. And then these following girls swimmers and divers were all county, all conference, and state qualifiers. Allie Lacey, Cabria Chapman, Grace Fisher, Gracie Payne, Aaliyah Hensley, Paige Lawrence, Jenna Miller. I already said Gracie Payne. I apologize, I had her listed twice. She's that good. Chloe Thieneman, Cammie Quiggins, who was our diver, and all state honors go to Allie Lacey, Grace Fisher, Gracie Payne, and Cabria Chapman. So congratulations to them. On the boys' side, these were the Mid-State Scholar athletes from the boys swimming and diving team. Barrett Daly, Malachi Henry, Albert Noswardana, and Ethan Pfeiffer. The following boys swimmers were all county, all conference, or state qualifiers. Cade Oliver, Albert Noswardana, Anthony Reese, Ethan Pfeiffer, Mac Ratzlaff, Barrett Daly, Nick Coy, Caleb Buchanan, Malachi Henry, and Drake Keller. Drake was our diver that made it to state, with all state honors going to Cade Oliver and Mac Ratzlaff. Something else about Mac, he also recorded the second fastest time in IHSAA history in the 200-yard freestyle. So a lot of great things for all those individuals, and I know Mac may be a little disappointed with the outcome of that one race, but he really set the bar high for our Grizzly Cubs moving forward. So kudos to them. Congratulations to all those swimmers and divers. Moving on to the boys basketball team, they won 4 of 5 games to start the new year, making it to the semifinals of the county tournament. In mid-January, the team ended the season with a gritty, hard-fought loss to Greenwood in the opening round of the sectional just a couple weeks ago. Damon Dickey and Carson Hunter were honorable mention all-conference, and Damon Dickey and Max Lancer were Mid-State Scholar athletes. The IHSAA boys basketball season is still ongoing, as many of you know, so those awards for all county, all state, academic all state are yet to be determined. But when we get word of those, any of our student athletes from the boys basketball team with further recognition, we'll be sure and send that out. Last, I want to wrap up with our girls basketball team. Just an amazing year for them. With a great group of senior mix of girls and a lot of incoming freshmen who have really set the bar high, and there's a lot of expectations moving forward for that group. And I know Coach Sable has a lot of high expectations as well. He was named Mid-State Coach of the Year for the conference, so congratulations to Coach Sable. A lot of individual awards that to list here, and I'll get to those. The team finished 22-3, and they were sectional champions for the first time in 20 years, and regional champions. They made it to semi-state, made it to the Final Four before losing to Brownsburg in that semi-state game. But just one game away from the state finals at Bankers Life, and I know there's a lot of expectations from this group moving forward, and maybe we can get back there in years to come. So let's move on to the individual highlights. All conference honors go to Corinne Brunson, Lauren Clem, and Scarlett Kimbrell. Mid-State Scholar athletes are Lauren Sandrock, Megan Thompson, Kyra Baker, and Abby Ferguson. All county honors go to Lauren Clem and Corinne Brunson, who was also named the Daily Journal Player of the Year. Scarlett Kimbrell and Kyra Baker would be honorable mention all county. All state honors and recognition goes to Corinne Brunson. She's the IBCA Junior Supreme 15 team. She received that name placement to the Supreme 15, and then she was also named to the Indiana Junior All-Star team. She also received all-state recognition from the IGCSA as well, and so Corinne, being a junior, going to come back next year. She has a lot of great things ahead of her, and this is just a stepping stone to possibly be an Indiana All-Star and a Miss Basketball candidate. Scarlett Kimbrell received honorable mention underclass All-State team, and Kyra Baker was named to the HBCA All-District team and received honorable mention for the senior class All-State team. Academic All-State honors went to Lauren Sandrock, Megan Thompson, Kyra Baker, and Abby Ferguson. As I said, the girls team made it to the Final Four in Class 4A with a lot of returning talent. There are some really high expectations, and we can't wait to see what they're able to accomplish as their future unfolds. So finally, that takes care of our teams and individual accomplishments. But I'd like to leave with this word to all of our seniors from our winter sports. We want to say thank you for representing yourselves with class, representing Franklin Community High School with class and sportsmanship. And great things await you all, and we're proud to call you Grizzly Cubs. You'll always be Grizzly Cubs, and you'll always be welcome back here. And we can't wait to see what your future holds and follow you as you leave this building. So with that, I'll turn it back to Mr. Ahaus and say, go Grizzly Cubs.
Thank you, Mr. Doty. I want to kind of follow with some thank yous as well to Mr. Doty, to Mr. Call, Ms. Martin, all the athletic staff for getting through the winter sports season. Same for Mr. Hankins, all of the kids who helped stream stuff. It's a challenging winter. To our custodial staff who's manned all the events, helped with the safety protocols, everything we needed to do to make it happen, and all of our staff that concerns about whether we could get through the winter, get some of the sports and activities in, and we were able to do that. So I want to thank all of them for their efforts, and we kind of maybe now turn it over to the grounds crew as we get outside and get ready for the spring, and hope that we have a great spring. I'm really excited for all of our, whether it's the musical, we've got performances coming up. We'll have all of our spring sports who haven't been in action for 2 years, missed all of their seasons last year. Of all the groups that lost stuff last year, they lost their entire season. So I'm excited to see them out there. Really eager for those players and coaches to get going, and obviously the warm weather. And we're hopeful that prom and graduation and all the things that are ahead of us will be positive, kind of a light that we're seeing here as we get past spring break. So just want to say congratulations again to everyone for a successful winter. Looking ahead to the spring, I hope everybody has a great spring break. Stay safe, continue to do the things that we need to do, whether it's wearing masks or whatever it might be that helps us maintain the routines and the practices that we need to in order to be able to have a good spring and be able to do some of those things. So I think we're all optimistic. It's been wonderful having everyone back into the building, and we want to stay that way. And so just want to say again, thank you to everyone who made the winter so successful, and looking forward to a great spring. And I'll finish the same way. Go Grizzly Cubs.